Happy Monday, son. Today is the first start to this, and you can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You're the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Mommy loves you. What if I told you this loving note from a mother to her child would be the last words she'd ever write to him? What if I told you that just hours after placing this letter in her 6-year-old son's lunchbox, 31-year-old Romeca Meeks-Blackmon would be shot and killed in broad daylight on a Chicago street? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're covering a case that's been weighing heavy on my heart, the tragic murder of Romeca Meeks-Blackmon. This isn't just another true crime story. This is about a mother's love, a family shattered, and a community demanding justice. And it all centers around this heartbreaking letter that shows us exactly who Romeca was in her final moments. On Monday morning, September 8, 2025, Romeca Meeks-Blackmon was starting what should have been just another ordinary school day. Her son had just begun first grade in August, that exciting milestone every parent celebrates. Like so many devoted mothers across America, Romeca was preparing her child's lunch that morning, making sure he had everything he needed for a successful day at school. But Romeca went one step further. She took the time to write a personal note to her little boy and tucked it into his lunchbox. This wasn't just a quick, "have a good day" scribbled on a napkin. This was a carefully crafted message of love, encouragement, and pride. Let me read it to you again because every word matters. Happy Monday, son. Today is the first start to this, and you can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You're the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Mommy loves you. Think about that for a moment. Even in the rush of a Monday morning, getting a first grader ready for school, Romeca took precious time to write these words. She wanted her son to know he was loved, that she believed in him, that she was proud of him. She encouraged him to start off strong and to remain yourself, advice that feels even more poignant now, knowing this would be the last guidance she'd ever give him. What breaks my heart is imagining this little 6-year-old boy opening his lunchbox later that day, finding this note and probably smiling as he read his mother's words. Maybe he even showed it to his friends or his teacher, proud that his mommy wrote him such a sweet message. He had no idea that while he was at school, learning and playing, his world was about to be shattered forever. After preparing that lunch and writing that note, Romeca walked her son to school. It was 9:05 in the morning when she made her way to the 2200 block of South State Street in Chicago's South Loop. This is where her story takes a tragic turn. According to Chicago police reports, Romeca became involved in a physical altercation with another woman, someone she knew. The details of what sparked this confrontation are still unclear. We don't know what was said, what the argument was about, or how it escalated so quickly. What we do know is that this dispute turned deadly in the worst possible way. During this altercation, the other woman pulled out a gun and shot Romeca in the face at close range. Think about that, in broad daylight, on a busy Chicago street, just after 9 a.m. on a Monday morning when people are going about their daily routines, a mother who had just dropped her child off at school was executed. Emergency responders rushed Romeca to Strager Hospital, but it was too late. This loving mother, who had started her day writing words of encouragement to her first grader, was pronounced dead. Her son was still at school, probably unaware that anything was wrong, maybe even looking forward to showing his mom what he learned that day. The suspect was taken into custody, though reports indicate she was later released. Police have described this as a domestic-related incident, which suggests this may have involved personal relationships or family dynamics that we're not fully aware of yet. But regardless of what led to this confrontation, nothing, and I mean nothing, justifies what happened to Romeca. What makes this case so particularly heartbreaking is that letter. It's become a symbol of everything Romeca represented as a mother. Here was a woman who prioritized her child's emotional well-being, who wanted to start his week with confidence and love. She saw her role not just as someone who packed his lunch and got him to school, but as someone who could shape his entire day with her words. Always remain yourself, that phrase keeps echoing in my mind. Romeca was teaching her son to be authentic, to be confident in who he was. She was building his self-esteem, telling him he was the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid she knew. These weren't just empty words parents sometimes say. You can feel the genuine love and pride in every sentence. The tragedy is multiplied when you think about this little boy's future. He'll grow up with this note as one of his most precious possessions, physical proof of his mother's love. But he'll also grow up without her guidance, without her daily encouragement, without the woman who thought he was the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid in the world. Romeca's mother, Tina McMiller, held a vigil for her daughter on Friday, September 12th in West Inglewood. Video footage shows this grieving grandmother breaking down as she told attendees, "I am broken, I am so broken." She's not just mourning her daughter, she's watching her grandson navigate a world without his mother. The family is demanding justice, as they should be. They want answers about what led to this senseless killing. They want accountability for the person who decided that whatever disagreement they had with Romeca was worth taking a mother away from her child forever. This case highlights something we see too often in true crime: how quickly a life can be stolen, how a moment of anger or conflict can destroy multiple families. Romeca's son will now grow up in a world where his Monday morning love letters come only from memory. He'll have to find strength in those final words his mother wrote about starting strong and remaining himself. What strikes me most about this case is how that letter captures the essence of who Romeca was as a person. In her final hours, she was focused on love, encouragement, and building up her child. She was being the kind of mother we all hope to be, or hope we had: present, affirming, and deeply loving. As this case continues to develop and we hopefully get more answers about what led to this tragedy, I want us to remember Romeca not just as a victim, but as a devoted mother whose last act was one of pure love. That letter in her son's lunchbox is her legacy, proof that even in the midst of whatever struggles she may have been facing, her priority was her child's happiness and confidence. If you're a parent watching this, maybe take a moment today to write your child a note. Tell them they're amazing, build them up. Show them the kind of love Romeca showed her son, because we never know when our words might be the last gift we give them. I'll be following this case as it develops, and I encourage all of you to keep Romeca's family in your thoughts as they seek justice and try to heal from this unimaginable loss. Let me know in the comments what you think about this case, and as always, thank you for watching.